The air here makes Akrog's hide prickle. Going now. No.
Well then, time for the preparations.
The summoning of Mugwa's cub.
No need to look like a beak shat on his head, Akrog. Summoning Mugwa's cub is a great honor. He should be smiling.
A Moonkin and a Bonekin have to die for the ritual. Akrog sees nothing to smile about, and he understands not why Cabrax would.
Cabrax told him why. It is an honorable way to die. Being worked to death as a slave of the Greenskins? Disgrace. Starving? Disgrace. Untusked by a brittle bone? Disgrace. But giving one's blood so that Mugwa's cub can take the fabled chieftain Narjak Firstborn into the Moonlit River. That is an honorable way to die. A way worthy of Mugwa's spawn.
Cabrax speaks true. Arnuk's trusted one will have dark thoughts for a long time. But maybe he will find solace in the thought that Arnuk will be floating in the moonlit river right beside Narjak. It is a great honor.
Arnuk die? Why?
So Noag's sire can go in peace, and trusted one Akrog can be the new chieftain. Zazka will explain to Noag, but not now.
The Bloodgivers are already here, are they not? What else is needed?
Prepare the rest of the offering, of course. Wood, food, and crushed stone. Tradition demands for the Devoured Ones tribe to gather them. But if Akrog wants, the Bone King can do it instead. He knows the Moonkin are weary.
They are weary, it is true, but the Moonkin will respect the traditions. They will harvest the offering themselves.
Words of a future chieftain. Return when the Moonkin workers have built the gathering dens, then.
Grungwa is here.
Glad to be useful.
Grungwa is ready.
All right. The workers are preparing the offering. What is next?
Scrap! Just have the Moonkin scrappers search the cradle. There should still be some mounds nearby. Then comes the blood-giving.
How works the blood-giving exactly? Two blood-givers must offer their lives to Mugwa. Zazka knows that. But how?
It is complicated. Of the two blood-givers, one is the sacrifice, and the other the vessel. The vessel devours the sacrifice. then spills his own blood at the foot of the holy stone.
Elder Grimoire Greyfur is as wise as they say.
What mean devour? Eat. So he means the vessel must eat the sacrifice's flesh?
Like chosen chieftain Akrog will eat his sire's flesh at the ceremony. It is true. Cabrax told both Bloodgiver Urnuk, the sacrifice, and Bloodgiver Itzka, the vessel, what they should do. Akrog should speak to them once he is ready to make the offering.
He will. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
What can he do for the tribe?
The building is done.
At his service.
What is that?
What this?
He helped tribe.
What is needed of him? What on Urgath is this?
Close enough.
What is it?
Bloodgiver Itzka will give his life tonight. He wishes not to die with the rot in his bones.
The rot can only be passed on through blood, not from troll to troll.
That is what every fool believes. Itzka wants his flesh to be pure when he offers it to Mukwa. No. Why is the chosen chieftain speaking to Itzka? He wants to be alone with his thoughts.
Akrog came to offer his thanks and tell Itzka that the ritual is ready.
Thanks? Itzka does this for Mugwa, not for the Moonkin. But he thanks Akrog for his words. Is the Blood Guard waiting?
Blood Guard?
Cabrax has not told him yet. The tradition demands that the Moonkin bring 3 strong warriors to protect the pyre.
Akrog understands. He will take care of it.
He should. Itzka will meet him at the Holy Stone.
Be ready.
Akrog is ready. You work now.
Grungwa is here.
He can help.
The building is done.
You find out.
It is nonsense.
Chosen Chieftain Akrog Bone Whisper. Mugwa prays.
Mugwa prays, Bloodgiver Arnuk Soft Tusk. Is he ready for the sacrifice?
Bloodgiver. All his life, Ernok was a healer. And now that is all he is.
He became Bloodgiver the moment Mugwa decided so.
Rot Mugwa! Rot the devouring! Rot the hunters! Rot everything! Nurab cannot take this! Nurab, go!
Just when Anuk has accepted his fate, his trusted one will not. What can he do, Chosen Chieftain? He wants not to leave Nurab like this. Bitter and broken.
Is there anything Akrog can do to make it easier for them both?
How about a soul charm? It is a stone with hex power from the Brittlebone ruins here. It can store the voice of a living creature. If the Moonkin found a soul charm for Anuk, he could speak a few words for Nurab into it. This way, Nurab could treasure them forever. Anuk would like that. But he wants not to be a burden on the tribe. Nerbak is right. The Moonkin should not stay here any longer than necessary. Anuk gives his life for the devouring. So this is the least the Moonkin can do. The blood for the tribe. The tribe for the blood. Anuk thanks Grungwa.
Where can they find the soul charm?
Cabrax told Grungwa that the kin hoard them. They should talk to their Thing Keeper.
All right. They will be back.
Grungwa is ready.
Probably.
action.
What next?
Can a troll not rest for a moment?
Mugwa prays. He is chosen chieftain Akrog Bone Whisper.
Thingkeeper Neek knows him. The Thrall who can make the dead fight for him.
How knows he?
Oh, be no fool. Every Thrall knows the cub of Chieftain Narjak Firstborn. And his same blood, the Moonblood. Neek must say he expected something else. Akrog looks not yet like a chieftain to me. Let alone the one to follow Narjak Firstborn.
It is true, Akrog is not chieftain yet. But he will be, and he will prove himself.
So easy to shake. Be careful, Akrog, or Ken might take him for a slave. Either way, what came he here for?
Akrog wonders if the Bonekin have a soul charm. The Moonkin's blood giver. He would like one for, well, his trusted one.
Soul charm? The brittle bone boxes that can trap a voice, no?
It is true. They are small spheres, silver like the moon, and
Neek knows what they look like. And it is true. They have one. Here.
What want the Bonekin in return?
Nothing. The Moonkin Bloodgiver makes a great sacrifice. If this keeps the dark thoughts away from his trusted one, Neek is glad to help.
Akrog thanks Neek. Sharp tusks and thick hide. Akrog must leave.
at his service.
Be ready.
Can Saska help?
He is on his way.
chosen chieftain.
He is strong. He can beat this.
Here. The Bonekin gave Akrog this soul charm.
Anuk likes it. How works it? Anuk just speaks something?
And the hex inside will trap it. It is true.
Anuk sees. Anuk is with Mugwa now. And he will be there when Nurab joins him in the Moonlit River.
Will he bring Nurab the soul charm now?
Anuk would like Akrog to bring it to him. After the devouring, when Anuk is gone.
Why? Nurab is trusted one.
Very true, Moonblood Noag. But seeing Nurab now would only make Anuk weak again. He has said all that needed to be said. Now, it is time for him to do his duty. The tribe for the blood for the tribe. Chosen Chieftain Akrog. Anuk. Make all this death mean something. Save the Moonkin, no matter the price.
This way?
What is that?
Chosen Chieftain. Has he spoken to the Bloodgivers?
He has.
Good. Then the summoning may start. First, Akrog will have to place the offering at the Holy Stone. Then... well... then the vessel must devour the sacrifice. Then spill his blood at the foot of the Holy Stone. Once this has been done, Mugwa's cub will rise from the earth.
Will Cabrax guide the ritual?
No, this is the Chosen Chieftain's burden, and his alone.
Akrog understands.
Not here!
What now? More trouble?
Chosen Chieftain. Is it time? Anuk is ready.
And Itzka is too.
It is time. This is the tooth.
Strange
What is?
that it would end this way. Anuk thought about how he would die so much. Yet this... it never crossed his mind.
Itzka will honor Ernuk's flesh.
Akrog will be a good chieftain. Anuk feels it.
Zazka is listening.
Now the devouring.
He here.
Akrog is listening.
It is done. Make the offerings. Speak the words. Then Itzka will do his duty.
Sharp tusks and thick hide.
What is this?
Ready for action.
This by the golden, shiny, holy hide! Tell Cabrax not! This is not beautiful, Akrog. Tell him not.
Will it? Akrog means whose words obeys it?
Chosen Chieftain Akrog's, of course. He summoned it.
Then the devouring can begin.
It is true. Speak the words, then Cabrax will light the pyre. If he wants to take a last look at his sire's flesh, it should be now. Is Akrog ready?
He is.
Then call in the Moonkin's chosen warriors. Cabrax will brew the embalming liquid. Then the devouring begins.
What should he do?
And so, Elder Grungwa Greyfur gives Chieftain Narjuk Firstborn's flesh to his cub, the chosen chieftain. Not only so he may become the new chieftain, not only so his blood stays in the tribe forever, but to honor Magua, the moon goddess who, through all these struggles, still smiles on trollkind. Magua prays. Do it, chosen chieftain. Devour the heart.
The tribe. Shield the tribe.
Sire.
And the devouring is complete. With Magua's blessing, Akrog Bone Whisper is now chieftain of the Moonkin. Speak, chieftain. Speak loud and speak proud, because his words will be remembered.
Narjak Firstborn was not only Akrog's sire, he was also the greatest chieftain of...
Wait!
What?
Something is wrong. They... Hunters!
Akrog is listening.
Enemies are attacking!
Put down the grunters!
What? Fight back! The cub will crush them! Brutes! Bloody brutes! Fight them back! Fight for Mugwa!
Akrog is ready.
Scryer, do it! Cast the spell!
Commander,
No!
What can he do for the tribe?
Let Akrog see.
can a troll not rest for a moment?
What next? What is needed of him?
What this? This is pointless! The Moon King must flee, now!
What is he talking about? The trolls will crush them.
No, they will not! Tusks! There are hundreds of them out there. Cabras can sense it. And they killed the cub with a single hex.
He speaks true, chieftain. They need to flee.
Fine, but they will not leave the Bonekin. It is the Moonkin's fault the hunters came here. They...
Holy hide! Spare Cabrax the words! The Bonekin will never leave the cradle. Never! Now go!
What? What happened? Where are they?
Still near the cradle. This must have been a teleport hex, like the hunters used to get into the cradle. They...
More hunters. Cabrax was right.
To the tribe camp. Now.
Hope that spell worked. That thing was bloody terrifying.
Don't worry, it will. Itras is the best mage in the Corps.
Ellen's reigns!
No hurt, Moonkin!
Go join the worms!
Magwa, mend their flesh!
What now? More trouble?
Is that...
Blood giver Anuk's trusted one, Norab. He will never get the soul charm.
to the tribe camp? Now.
Oh, tusks. Going now. Moving on. Let Zaska get a proper look.
Look who has arrived. Nurbok told Akrok this would happen, but he listened not.
Stop, Nurbok. This is not the time for fighting.
Crumb speaks true.
The hunters. How many kin have they killed?
Better to ask how many were not killed.
They have not yet counted the bodies, Chieftain Akrok. But it is terrible. Zaramak, Julog, Anug, Crum, and maybe 24 kin are all who survived. It would have been worse had Anuk not warned Nurbok.
That terrible.
It is, little Noag. It is.
Akrog understands not. The eyes said there were no hunters, wide and far. So how could this happen? I, Master Anug?
It is hard to explain. It is true that the beaks and the eyes see no hunters. But when Anuk go out yesterday, he see these strange sparkles in the air, like how air look over a fire. This morning, Anug and I see sparkles from the bushes. But suddenly, there is a blue cloud on the sparkles, and hunters come out.
A teleport hex, just like in the cradle.
Mm-hmm. When Anug find out, he run back to the tribe camp, but it was too late. He is sorry, Chieftain Agrog. He failed the tribe, and now so many kin is dead.
Anug is not to blame. It was Akrog who would not listen.
Chieftain Akrog.
The small tusk is the last one to tell Nurbok what to do. He is not even a moon.
Quiet. Tusks, maybe Akrog made a mistake, but now is not the time to fight. Kin died, again. And more will die if the Moonkin stay here and wait for the hunters to finish crushing the cradle. They need to leave. Now.
Powerful words. And where plans this great leader to take the Moonkin? Right into the next ambush?
He knows not, but they will work something out.
Maybe there is no need to. Zaska has an idea. Nurbok remembers when he said Zaska was making schemes again? Well, it is true. For the past moon, he has been meeting with a brittle bone.
A brittle bone?
That is what Zaska just said. And no, he has not betrayed them. Even though that is what they all believe he is just waiting to do. This brittle bone, he has a plan that would not just help the tribe crush the hunters, but could also cure the rot.
Cure the rot? How? How is that possible?
And there is the catch. The Moonkin must resurrect a fallen god.
Ever since they crossed the water to start a new life on Urgath, Mugwa had smiled upon her trolls. In their darkest times, though, her smile was sometimes forgotten. The blood rot, the hunters, the slavers. They were not so easy to forget. But as long as Mugwa was smiling, there was hope. Disbelief marked the faces of surviving Moonkin as Asuka explained his idea. A pact with a Brittlebone Elder? Resurrecting a fallen god? Disgrace, they roared. Madness! But was there any other choice? So it was that Akrog used the chieftain's word for the first time. The Moonkin would meet this strange Brittlebone in the Blackheart jungle for a peace talk. When they marched to the cradle 5 sundowns ago, the Moonkin had been bleeding. When they abandoned it to the hunters, the wound was wide open.
This is it. The Brittlebone stranger is nearby.
Anug still think it is not wise to go alone. Take a few beaks, at least.
Akrog agreed to a peace talk.
And Brittlebones honor peace talks not. They say they will, then they stab each other in the back.
Maybe so. But this Brittlebone had 100 chances to crush Zaska, and he crushed him not. Also, if he is anywhere near as powerful a hexer as Zaska thinks, a few beaks will make no difference. Please, Akrog. If they break the first pact they struck with the stranger, he might choose not to help them after all. The tribe has been ravaged, and they cannot ruin this chance.
Zaska speaks true, chieftain. Trust must start somewhere.
Akrog still understands not what this stranger gets out of this. Why would a Brittlebone help the Moonkin?
Grungwar wonders the same thing.
Well, that is what they are here to find out. Zaska asked him the same question, though, and the stranger told him he stands to gain as much from this as the Moonkin.
100 Moonkin tusks.
All right. Anuk, make camp here and bring in the others. If they are not back by sundown, flee and find somewhere safe. Akrog has spoken.
If only there is a safe place. But Anug understand.
Good then. Grungwar, Zaska, Littleblood, come. Time to find out what this stranger's wild plan is.